All right, so today we are going to make a magazine collage color wheel. We are going to go through all the steps and the process so that you can do this yourself at home. Now, here are all my supplies. You need a piece of paper. It can be any kind of paper. It could be a piece of drawing paper. It can also be a piece of just computer paper, depending on how big you want your color wheel to be. I have some magazines, scissors, I've got glue or a glue stick, whichever you have around will work. Either one is good. And something round to trace with. So I have a couple of plates here. One is smaller, one is larger. Again, it all depends on what size color wheel you'd like to make. So the first step in this process is to go through some magazines and find some colors. Now, you don't have to use magazines. You could use newspaper flyers, you could use wrapping paper. Honestly, you can use whatever you have lying around that is paper and has color in it. So you want to go through your magazine and find pages that have lots of color on them. So here I could cut this out for yellow, so I might take it, rip or cut out that piece, and then I can cut the section of that color and add it to my piles. So here I have piles of all the colors on the color wheel. I have red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. Now, you don't have to find the exact colors. It is hard to get every color the way you want it. So you can use tints and shades of each color, any version of those colors that you find. It honestly will make your color wheel more dynamic. So I have a copy of the color wheel here for reference, and I'm going to start by tracing my plate on the paper. I'm gonna take a pencil, whatever you have laying around will work. Now, as far as dividing the circle into sections, it's up to you how you want to do that. You could use a ruler, you could use the edge of the magazine to separate it, or you can do it a little more free. You could start with red and just have them blend together going around the circle. Whatever is easiest and gonna make it more successful for you, or however your creative mind takes you to fill in that color wheel. Okay, so here I did one where I made the lines, okay, and here I'm going to do it a little more freeform. So I am going to start with my red, okay, and I'm going to start by just kind of combining red designs in a section. So the way I'm going to do that is to add a little glue stick, and you can do this with regular glue as well, and I'm just going to start piecing my magazine pieces on top of it. You can overlap in any way you need to make them fit. Once I feel like I have enough red, I'm going to move on to the orange and just work my way around the circle. So I have finished my two different versions of the color wheel. One that was a little more exact with my ruler lines, and one that was a little more freeform where I just kind of built the color wheel as I went around. Either way is great if you want to experiment with different kinds of shapes. I encourage that. Also, you can go back and add crayon designs around your color wheel, make it more of a complete picture if you'd like. But there's no end to the possibilities of what you can do with a couple of magazines, some glue, and some paper. I hope you've enjoyed this virtual lesson, and we look forward to seeing you more.